Can everyone hear me? Okay, good morning, everyone. It's an exciting day. My name is Bernie Cook. I'm president of the Middlesex County Building Trades Council here in Middlesex. It's an honor to be here today as we celebrate the progress on the new Raritan River Bridge, a critical investment not only in our infrastructure, but in our people. This project represents the very best of New Jersey: resilience, innovation, and the strength of organized labor. So many hardworking New Jerseyans rely on the functionality of this bridge, and it's imperative that we modernize this essential connecting piece of the New Jersey coastline. This isn't just a construction project, it's a statement that when we invest in public transit and use union labor, we're building not only a better commute, but a better future for working people across the state. We're especially grateful to Governor Murphy, New Jersey Transit Commissioner O'Connor, CEO Calori, the New Jersey Transit Board, members of the legislature, and all our partners for coming together to make this happen. Thanks to New Jersey Transit and the leadership of Governor Phil Murphy, this bridge is being built the right way by the men and women of union labor. That means skilled hands, fair wages, safe work sites, and local jobs that support the New Jersey families. Union workers are the backbone of this state, and their craftsmanship will ensure this bridge stands long, strong, and for generations to come. Governor, you've long called New Jersey to be the quintessential state for organized labor, and that we always have a seat at the table. Under your leadership, projects like this one are creating opportunity, dignity, and economic strength across the state. Thank you. And with that, I would like to introduce our partner in labor, Governor Phil Murphy.
Bernie, thank you so much for those, particularly those gracious words at the end, and amen to everything you said. As you see, I have no paper, but I do have a 30 or 40-minute PowerPoint presentation that I wanted to go through. I believe we've agreed that the fans are blowing hot air from outside into inside. So I'm going to be very brief. Bernie, I want to thank you and your brothers and sisters in labor. Speaker Craig Coughlin, who we'll hear from in a few moments. I want to thank you, Ron Rios, Helman Caba, Fred Henry, two mayors that care a lot about this project as it connects South and Perth, Amboy. The NJ Transit team, Chris Calori, CEO and Chair Fran O'Connor, and to everybody else here in Middlesex County, our friends here, deep thanks for everything. So we gathered 5 years ago, it's hard to believe, and we kicked off the anchors. This is now going to be the middle suspension part of the bridge, which is going to take it to an entirely different place in terms of reliability and speed. So many of the coastal towns, of which I live in one, are going to be impacted positively by this. We have to remember this is a bridge that was built when President William Howard Taft was in office. Just everyone hold on to, just think about that for a second. So to say that it's overdue to get this sucker into the 21st century, I think, is probably the understatement of the year. So 5 years ago, we kicked off the anchors. This will be the big middle piece, and there's a third piece, I believe, to come. And this we always thought was a 10 or 12-year mission, but it'll be a 100-year legacy that will be left behind. It will transform the coastal line, and in particular, Helman and Fred know this, it'll transform the connectivity between Perth Amboy and South Amboy. I want to thank again Ron and his fellow commissioners in Middlesex County. There's no county that works like this one. And again, I'm incredibly honored to be here, and I will be mercifully brief. Please, with that, help me welcome the Chief Executive Officer of NJ Transit, another outstanding leader, Chris Calori.
Governor, thank you so much for your leadership. Speaker Coughlin, thank you for your support. This project is funded 25% by the State Transportation Trust Fund, and it wouldn't be possible without you and the legislature. If you can believe it, this bridge is actually older than the Portal Bridge. This bridge is 116 years old, and it represents a single point of failure for 17 out of 20 stations on the coastline. That means 11,500 people who depend on this line every single day, and 2 tons of freight that traverse this line every single day depend on the reliability of this 116-year-old structure. That's why when the governor and the legislature and the chairman all got together and say, what is the most important project after Portal, this was the one that was identified as that. Obviously, Hurricane Sandy didn't help. This bridge was out of commission for 18 days because of saltwater corrosion and the ocean level that comes into this subpart of the body of water. I want to just close with this. You know, and I said this to the governor, with the governor, many, many times, but it's worth repeating. New Jersey Transit has been around for 45 years. Never in its history, 2 things have happened. 1, reliable funding source from the corporate transit fees to make sure the operating budget is completely stable and reliable. That credit goes to the governor and the legislature. They deserve a round of applause. Second, no other governor has ever committed to repairing the infrastructure and replacing the rolling stock of this agency more than Governor Murphy. What does that mean? By 2031, every single rail car and every single bus will be modern for the first time in 45 years. And what you see here is just an example of the kind of infrastructure investments that the governor and the legislature have committed to making sure we bring this agency into the 21st century. I'm so pleased to be here. I also want to thank the New Jersey Transit colleagues for all the work they do day in, day out to keep the system running. Thank you, Governor.
Thank you, Chris. A couple of things. You mentioned a quarter of this is from the Transportation Trust Fund. It must be noted that 3/4 of it is from the federal government, Federal Transit Authority. So I want to give both the Biden team and the Trump team a shout out for moving that money to New Jersey. And again, there's no, commuters will be the biggest beneficiary. I think Bernie, Anthony, and others here will also argue that our brothers and sisters in labor are going to be huge beneficiaries, and thank you guys for everything you do. With that, please help me welcome the guy, the miracle worker on Interstate 80. Both ways are wide open. The chairman of New Jersey Transit, the Commissioner of Department of Transportation, Fran O'Connor.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Governor Murphy, Chris, Mr. Speaker, Bernie. It's a privilege to be with you both, all 4 of you, and so many partners who have helped make this today possible. Groundbreakings are about the future and building something new. But today, I think it's important to talk about the past, what we've been through, and what we learned along the way. The existing Raritan River Bridge has served the region for more than a century. It did its job through countless storms and allowed for safe passage on and below it for 116 years. But it wasn't built for the challenges we face today. It wasn't built for superstorms like Sandy, which exposed just how vital and vulnerable the link really is. What we're building here is more than a replacement. It's a safeguard. It's a commitment to every commuter who depends on it to access the North Jersey coastline. And it's a promise that New Jersey Transit is strengthening its service to make it faster, more reliable, and resilient enough to withstand the next 100 years. At the New Jersey DOT and New Jersey Transit, I see firsthand what it takes to keep a state like ours moving. It takes engineering, expertise, and coordination across all levels of government. It also takes vision, because projects like this just don't happen. They require long-term thinking, strong partnership, and leadership that doesn't shy away from tough challenges. That's exactly what's happening here. The bridge is a lifeline for thousands of people who rely on it every day to get to work, to school, to doctor's appointments, and to see family. It's a critical freight route and key part of our economy. And with this new vertical lift span, we're delivering a smarter, more efficient design, one that works better for both rail and marine traffic. We're also investing something bigger, public confidence. Because every time we break ground on a project like this, we're showing the people of New Jersey that we're not just reacting, we're preparing. That's the difference between recovery and resilience. It's an honor to be part of this moment and to help New Jersey move New Jersey forward. Thank you.
Thank you, Fran. Deep thanks for your leadership. Chris mentioned the Portal North Bridge. It's hard to believe this bridge is older, first of all. They're both swing bridges, which means you all have heard this before. You got to swing them open to let the marine traffic through and then swing them shut. This bridge has had a better hit rate in terms of shutting properly. Portal North Bridge, more often than not, you had to get out there, literally somebody with a, and welcome to the 21st century. Ron, Hellman, Fred, and Craig flipped a coin as to who would speak on behalf of the elected officials, and Craig won. Please help me welcome the great Speaker of the General Assembly, Craig Coughlin.
Thank you, Governor. Thanks, everybody, for coming out. I appreciate the extra 40 minutes to thank you all for being here. So sometimes you have to really realize something. I think one of the best speeches I ever gave was at a Perth Amboy 9/11 celebration where it was about 110 degrees, sort of like today, and people were collapsing. And the best thing I said was, I think all the other speakers have said it. Thanks for coming. I'm not going to do quite that, but the truth of the matter is I'm going to respect that. So on behalf of my colleagues in the local and county government, I appreciate your being here. Thank you. Thank you to the commissioner. Thank you to Chris Calori. And of course, thank you to the governor for making sure that this project happened. You know, this is a special place, a unique place for me. I was born in Perth Amboy and grew up in South Amboy. And so I remember us walking across the bridge when we were kids. No, that didn't happen. But the truth of the matter is I really did grow up, I was born here and grew up there. And so I've gotten to see how important this bridge really is. And I really felt sort of bad for the old dame, you know, as she had to crank open after 116 years. Imagine how challenging that must be. So it's good to see it replaced. It's great progress. You know, and I will note that the governor said he's going to fix New Jersey Transit if it kills him. I think his future is bright. Chris Calori has just done a marvelous job at Transit, and Commissioner O'Connor has just been a terrific partner, and together they've done terrific things. So it's exciting to see this new bridge in place. Brings, of course, the link between South Amboy and Perth Amboy, but more importantly, in the larger sense, it is really part and parcel of the growth and development of Monmouth County because it links this right to Manhattan. It helps getting people to and from the shore, taking people to school. It's a special event today. I know infrastructure things aren't generally gee whiz sexy, but they're critically important, and that's what this bridge is. It's critically important to the development and continued growth of the region and to up and down the coast. So to everybody involved, thank you for getting it done. Thanks for doing it faster. Thanks for doing all the things you got done. Thank you, Governor, for your leadership on this issue. To the mayors, I guess did you get to take the first ride across the bridge? If not, we're going to make sure that happens. Thanks, everybody, for coming. Have a great day. Joe Vitale and Yvonne Lopez, neither could be here, but both send there we go.
It's a wrap. I want to say this is the fastest stand-up event we've ever done in my 7.5 years in office. So with that, we're going to go out and grab some shovels and break the ground. Thank you all.